Good morning, Adele Daniels from Lake Stevens, Washington.
Hey, welcome.
Good morning.
Great to have you online.
Thank
Hey
you.
guys, Jerry Barry from London.
London.
Hi.
Evans from Montreal.
Montreal, Canada. Welcome. Go South Africa.
Hi, Tom. We've got visitors here, as you can see. They're just signed on today.
How are you doing? Welcome, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Greetings from Toronto, Canada.
Toronto.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Montreal and Toronto joining us today. Welcome.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year from Leapers Fork, Tennessee.
Leapers Fork, Tennessee.
That's Janie.
Hey, how are you doing? The booming metropolis of Leapers Fork, right?
Right.
Hi, Tom. It's Barry here from the UK. Happy New Year to you and everyone.
You as well, Barry. Thank you.
Happy New Year to everybody. Caller from the country of California.
Coach Colo, welcome. Don't forget to mute yourself out after you've introduced yourself, please.
Greetings from frigid Colorado.
Frigid, Colorado. I hear it's coming our way, Jeff. Thank you.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, this is Rui from Portugal. Happy New Year.
Hi everybody, it's Douglas from County Cork in Ireland. Happy New Year to you all.
Welcome, County Cork.
Good evening, everyone. This is Gary J.
Hello, everyone.
Germany, and as we say in Germany, ein gutes neues Jahr.
I second that motion.
Alistair from Tanzania, Jambo.
How you doing? Great to have you online, Alistair.
Hey, Tom. Captain from Dallas, Texas. I want to say 2017. Yeehaw!
There we go. There's the first yeehaw of 2017. Welcome.
Hi, Stephen from the UK.
Freezing, guys.
Welcome.
Janet from New Mexico.
Hey, Janet, Happy New Year.
Hello, everyone. Ricardo from Dallas, Texas. Happy New Year.
Dallas, Texas.
Happy New Year's evolution from Jack.
Oh, Jack.
Hi, Tom. It's Tanya from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Welcome, Tanya. How are you doing?
Wonderful.
Hi, Tom Jerome from Anguilla. Happy New Year, everyone. From the Caribbean with sunshine all year round.
Welcome. They said we're supposed to get 7 inches of snow in Atlanta this weekend. It's going to be a disaster. So, all right. Anybody else want to say hello? Kittia, you want to say hello to us?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Kittia here from Ireland. Mark on now to join us here as well tonight. So I'll be listening with my earphones tonight. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Welcome. Thanks for being on the call today.
Happy
New Year.
Happy New Year from the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. Tony Marciano checking in. Yabba dabba doo.
What's happening, Tony? Welcome. Happy New Year to you, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I'm WV from Conyers, Georgia.
Georgia, Conyers, Georgia. Welcome. Stone's throw away from me.
Mike Chisman from Sun H3 Fort, Louisiana. Happy New Year.
Welcome, Michael. Great.
I'm driving, and it's a fearful thing to do this.
Keep your eyes on the road. And 10 and 2.
I know it.
10 and 2, eyes on the road. Got it. Very good. Well, it's great having everybody online. Always great hearing your all's voices. Let's go ahead and get started. I'll do a little bit of housekeeping first and lock that screen share. And we would just ask that you keep your hands off the keyboard. No drawing on my screen or anything like that. And we're going to keep you muted real quick until we start calling on you. But the goal today, folks, is to learn about digital currency, really meet some great people from around the world that are creating wealth. These are people that are spending time with their families, doing business from home. They have an opportunity to create wealth with digital currency, which is really a fantastic product. because you don't have to carry any inventory. I mean, your wealth is your inventory, and ultimately, we're marketing education, digital education online. So it's something that people really, they need, number one, because the future of payments is here. Digital currency is here. And I'll be showing some videos for you today just to kind of give you a heads up that we're not the only players in the space. We got big players like Microsoft and PayPal in the space. And there's just a lot of excitement here. We have an opportunity to not only learn something new, but create massive wealth at the same time. And I totally believe if you're brand new on here, we always tell people that, in the next 3 to 5 years, you could probably create more wealth in this space than you have in your entire lifetime. It's kind of has that feel of the internet to it. It's a new frontier. Nobody knows about it yet. It's kind of like email was when we were out educating people how to, set up their computers and turn on that screeching modem and get online and then show them how to send an email. There's a direct parallel here because now we're showing people how to set up an e-wallet and actually send an electronic communication. But the only difference is it has money attached to it. And it's like, wow, okay, that's pretty cool. And you're like, well, Tom, I do that with PayPal right now. Yeah, but you use government-issued currency. You use currency that's actually losing value every year and making it, I guess you're working harder for less is what I'd like to tell people. And if you don't believe me, just look at the valuation chart of the U.S. dollar over the last 70 years. It's lost 93% of its value. And if you think I'm lying, just check the cost of milk from 1970 versus the cost of milk today. It sincerely requires more money to buy milk today than it does 70 years ago. And unless you can explain how that's happened, the price of milk has not gone up. As far as the cost of producing milk has not gone up. The amount of money that we are required to buy that milk has gone down. So here's the solution today. I have a friend that said, Tom, to create $1 billion company, you got to find a massive problem and match it with a massive solution. Well, our solution is creating our own economy and using a currency that we all trust and kind of like building our own AARP or our own association or social networking community of individuals that are willing to conduct business in a non-governmental issued currency. And we will be talking to you about OneCoin. We'll be talking about Bitcoin today. We'll be talking about Ethereum. There's about 700 digital currencies around the world today, and there's going to be thousands more. There probably will be Amazon coin. There'll probably be, PayPal coin, Procter & Gamble coin, Post coin. We saw an article about the U.S. Post Office looking at getting into blockchain-based technology. They should. They're losing $90 billion a year. They need to figure out how to do something a little bit better than what they're doing. But I'm just excited today to share some stories with you and educate you a little bit on digital currency. This is step number 1 of our system, and I'd like to just kind of give you a couple slides before we jump into some introductions real quick. But I'll kind of set this up. Where we were last year about this time, it was about a month before the Super Bowl. And, OneLife had been around for about a year. I think we started mining coins in January of 2015. And in 2016, PayPal came out with this commercial at the Super Bowl. And, man, I got goosebumps all over my body. I mean, I knew exactly what was going on. It felt like the internet all over again to see a big player like that get into the space. And let me share this 1-minute commercial with you, because I like it. Kind of sets the tone and it's got a nice beat to it, but pretty exciting what you're about to see. And if you don't know about what PayPal's about, it's obviously a digital transfer money company. It has 181 million users around the world, and so let me share this commercial with you. I think you'll really kind of get the vibe of it. But when I saw this came on, I don't think anybody knew what it meant, but I certainly did. So move over old money. There's a new money in town. And just to give you some what happened after that, there was a guy named Wences Carceris that joined the board of directors of PayPal. Wences Carceris is one of the premier Bitcoin wallet builders in the world. And so it's our impression that PayPal is eventually going to get into the digital currency game or start promoting Bitcoin wallets in its back office. And that means 180 million people around the world would gain more education about digital currency, which puts us in a very good position as well. So that was kind of a cool commercial to see that. And then recently I picked up another commercial by Microsoft. And I love this commercial because it really takes into account what we're doing as a company in helping the bankless people around the world, or people that have been disenfranchised by the banking industry, or people that simply are not serviced by the industry. And Microsoft, just so you know, is working in a kind of a beta relationship with an organization called Ethereum, which is another blockchain-based currency. Bitcoin's a blockchain-based currency, and so is OneCoin. And so you've got 3 major companies that have billion-dollar market caps. In fact, 3 of the 4 fastest companies in the history of the world to do $1 billion in revenue or market cap, 3 of the 4 are in the digital currency space. The other one is Groupon, which many of you may be familiar with. But take a listen to this commercial. It's got some great buzz lines in it.
Right now, there are 2 billion people who don't have access to basic banking. But that is changing.
At Temenos, we use the Microsoft Cloud to provide banking to the millions and millions of people who need it and don't have access to it. With the Microsoft Cloud, we can enable a banker to travel to the most remote locations with nothing but a phone and a tablet.
More and more people are getting access to credit. Everywhere where there's a phone, you have a bank. So now a person is able to start a business.
You got to think about that. They just said everywhere where there's a phone, there's a bank. Okay, not a bank account. They said a bank. And I think what's important for you to understand is think about Blockbuster Video, which was a movie rental place in the United States that was real big. It's kind of like, what if you had heard the commercial, wherever there's a phone, there's a movie rental place. What do you think Blockbuster would have thought? Well, they didn't think much of it because they didn't think movies could ever be streamed on the internet in a mass scale, and Netflix proved them wrong. But I think it's important when you say that Microsoft did not say where there's a phone, there's a bank. They said where there's a phone, there's a. They didn't say where there's a phone, there's a bank account. They said where the phone, there's a bank. Okay, and there's a big difference between those two elements.
And generate an income and employ somebody for the first time, and you can actually see the success. It's transforming our world.
The Microsoft Cloud helped us to bring banking to 10 million people in just 2 years. That's potentially 10 million new businesses.
Technology is about breaking down barriers, removing limitations so that every person has access to opportunity.
A small amount of money can change people's lives. It's very, very powerful.
So I think it's interesting to know that Microsoft is in the game, as PayPal's in the game, and of course I could pull up major corporations that are in the game. But let me show you one company that's actually figured out the solution before everybody else has. And we have our founder of our company, Dr. Rusha Ignatova, is an absolutely brilliant woman, 37 years old, just very, very smart, top of her class, has a doctorate in law from Oxford. She's got a master's in economics or finance. And she was one of the youngest partners at McKinsey in Europe, and ultimately comes out and really figures this out. She looks at Bitcoin, what it did wrong. She looks at the complexity that scares people away. She looks at the volatility that scares people away. And she says, well, what if I could create the PayPal of digital currency? What if I could create something that is really easy for people to understand? So in 2 minutes, this is what she created. And I think this is one of the best 2-minute videos the company has.
What is OneCoin? Millions of people around the world are mining OneCoin today. The reason? It's the platform for innovation that changes the financial industry. Put simply, it gives instant access to easier, faster, and low-cost financial services. You do not need to go to your traditional financial institution or escrow agent to send money to your loved ones. Fast. We make transactions every minute, hence you are able to send money from any part of the world to another in a minute. Easy. Everyone can transfer money with OneCoin. You only need your phone to do so. Safe. And most importantly, mining the coin, transferring money, and making payments with OneCoin is absolutely safe. When joining OneCoin, we automatically create an e-wallet for you. Because of our centralized model, we take care of all technical aspects, ensuring that your mined coins are safe. What's more, to prevent money laundering, identity theft, financial fraud, and terrorist financing, OneCoin has implemented KYC, Know Your Customer procedures, thus preventing any possible misconduct by its clients. OneCoin also became the first cryptocurrency with a monthly audit of its blockchain. People join OneCoin for a reason: to learn about cryptocurrency, to mine the coin, to transfer money, to make payments without the need for expensive or unsafe intermediaries, to deposit money, and to save over 80% in remittance costs. Use OneCoin to save your time and financial services. Inspired by Dr. Rouget Natala's strong vision to provide access to financial services for everyone, regardless of income, social status, and ethnicity, OneCoin has become a global company with a community of thousands of miners worldwide in just over a year. One world, one coin. Join the financial revolution.
So it was turned off. Okay, so let me go back to screen. There we go. So essentially what we've done is we've created our own independent financial network using cryptocurrency. The model obviously has been proven by Bitcoin. And when you create a cryptocurrency, there's really four elements that you have to have. There's the algorithm itself, the software that's uploaded to the internet that governs the whole currency system. Then, of course, there's the community of miners, the people who are the early adopters who bring the currency into existence. And then, of course, you have to have the technology, the e-wallet, the exchange, the e-commerce platform to be able to make this money actually move and transact. And then the fourth element you need is you got to have merchants. Well, I'm happy to announce that in January or the end of January, we'll be releasing our merchant platform so businesses around the world can actually start accepting OneCoin. Now, in the beginning, a business, say in Anguilla, I might be walking down the street and my mobile app pings on my phone that says that Jerome's surf shop takes OneCoin. Well, I may go in there and it may say on the app that he'll take 10 or 20% of the payment in OneCoin. And I like using that type of payment because, I have OneCoins I got for 43 cents and now some of them are worth $8. So I would love to be able to spend some of my appreciated money and have my buying power actually go farther. And so that's kind of what's going to happen, folks, if you can envision this. We have miners, early stage miners like us, people that are on this call that are actually bringing the currency into existence. And we have the ability to save it, spend it, or sell it. Most of us are saving it because we want it to go up in value. And as we watch the new merchant platform unveil, some of us over the next 12 months will be able to start spending our coins at 20 times what we paid for them. And that's going to be, that's a really awesome thing. That's like your dollar. Let's say your dollar bills a year and a half ago, all the dollar bills in your wallet right now are worth, let's say $20. Or all the $20 bills that you have in your wallet right now are $400 bills. Okay. And so people say, well, how is that possible? It's just because we have a currency that's market traded. There's people that the community trusts the value of it because we have an exchange where it's bought and sold. And we're just excited about having a currency that has the ability to go up in value as opposed to one that's guaranteed to go down. And that's what we're looking at with our government issued currencies is we are guaranteed to be working harder for less. And that's just not something that I think is very appealing. But let me do this. I want to go around and chat with a couple people. and then I'll get into some slides. But would love to say, let's see what we got. Let me say hello to Miriam up in Canada. Say hello to you. You are the first contestant on the Hollywood Squares of 2017. How are you doing, Miriam?
Thank you. Tom, I am honored and very pleased to be here. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Happy New Year to everybody. It's going to be an exciting 2017 for all of us.
Yeah, absolutely. And Miriam, when we talk about building a community, we talk about creating this association of 2.9 million members around the world. I believe you have your own business, don't you? Are you self-employed or do you?
Yes, I'm retired and self-employed.
Okay.
And an entrepreneur and a pioneer.
Okay, as an entrepreneur and a pioneer. I love that. Now tell me, we have this mobile app builder that's coming out. I know that you've participated in mining coins. Pretty sure you don't come from a digital currency background, right?
For sure not. But I've learned a lot and now I've become an expert.
Very good. Very good. What does it take to be expert status in this business? What do you think?
You attend the Zoomcast, learn from everybody. Thank you very much. We have many, and now we have a couple of extra ones per week. And of course, there's lots of information and books to read. So there are videos online, and once you start understanding, well, the terminology that was foreign to me, blockchain and cryptocurrency, those words, and it becomes part of you because you're learning as you so you earn and you can learn at the same time from the community globally, which is fantastic.
Tell me how you got started with OneCoin. What was the process of you getting involved, and what steps would you recommend to a new person who's just getting involved?
Well, obviously, somebody that knows you shares information with you. So ideally, that is what happened to me. Somebody that I knew, not that well, but knew from another opportunity. He didn't even approach me. I saw an ad I saw a meeting that was being posted in my city. And so I started paying attention. And so the key is to be open and to take a look. If somebody that you know is sharing, we're really blessing people when we share this information with them, because it's, 99.5% of population globally has never even heard of cryptocurrency or Bitcoin and or OneCoin, of course. So being open to listening to something that somebody's sharing, and we have like a system in place between 2-minute information videos and 16-minute more information, and these Zoomcasts that you and a bunch of other wonderful leaders have offered us, so we can share these steps, and you become of course I ordered a couple of books too, because I'm old-fashioned. I like to read. There's tons of information once you get involved, and we have several ways of getting started depending on what one can afford. But the important thing is to just get started, because this is happening very, very fast, and it's an opportunity of a lifetime.
Sure. And so as far as mining digital currency, the complexity, is it very complex?
No, not at all. Everything's very simple and easy to learn, especially when you can even view many of these Zoomcasts. You don't have to be on live. We share, you record everything, and we can share the links with people that are all around the world because of the different time zones. So it's the opportunity to learn and share is phenomenal. And it's very easy because Dr. Ruja made sure to include the ordinary people that don't have all the financial background and feel comfortable. So in no time do you learn and feel comfortable with everything.
Very good.
It's very good.
So you bought an educational package and got started, and with that educational package, you got some mining credits, which enabled you to acquire some coins, and financially that's worked out well for you?
Yes, and of course it's going to get better and better. I'm very excited about the the upcoming, just in a couple of weeks, towards the end of January, we're going to be able to have an additional income stream by getting merchants to join our global opportunity, just as customers, right? So it's going to open up a whole new way of not only using, it's the usability, right? It's that next step for anybody that has coins. And the merchants are going to, as I remember, I think Dr. Ruja said, merchants are going to be able to join for free, I think for a year. So the idea that merchants will not have to pay huge fees that they do now to Visa and MasterCard, I think is going to be a real eye-opener and a drawing card. So it's up to us to just, as soon as we get more details, get out there and start sharing the more merchants, because people that have, and it's going to open up our platform to actually more than just our immediate community, to 10 or 20 million people, because we're linking up with One Site Talk, as I understand. So the ability to have that global community is huge.
Yeah, it's awesome. Very good. Yeah, 10 million people will be 25% the size of AARP, which is one of the largest associations in the United States, the American Association of Retired People. But pretty interesting. Well, Miriam, thanks for sharing your experience with us. I want to show you all, what Miriam purchased when she got involved. So I'm going to go to screen share real quick. And I've logged into One Academy. I know a lot of people, they're like, what is this? And I have a generic account, just so I don't have any personal information back here. But I wanted to show you all that when you do purchase a One Academy course from us, you got all these courses in the back, and they're just a little bit more than a course. I mean, when you get into actual, and you can see they're getting ready to add a Forex course as well, because we're coming out with OneCoin Forex, I think it is, and which will allow our coin to trade on Forex. But it gives you the course description. It tells you who created the course. Of course, the knowledge level of the different principles and things you have to go through. The number of lectures. This has 7 lectures. It has 1 manual. Has 2 hours and 50 minutes worth of videos. And it's available in about 9 different languages, it looks like. And you do get a certificate of completion. So, and there is a quiz, by the way, 20 questions at the end that you do have to pass to get your certificate. So we have a lot of people that, when you look at, some of the different courses that we have here, that's just a sample of one of the 7 courses. And of course, they get more complex and more difficult as you go into it. And as you can see, here's your translations. Some of the courses are actually in more languages than this, but the website itself is in 7 different languages, it looks like. So that is one of our core products that when people get involved, they do get a really great education. And it's one thing that I know that we're all proud of is Dr. Rusha has really put an emphasis on making sure that our education is the best in the market. So let me cover a couple slides and I'll jump back over to somebody else real quick in just a second here. But, one thing that we talk about in our business is the protocol of prosperity. And the protocol of prosperity is really the system that we run 10 times a week. Miriam had mentioned that we have 3 more meetings per week now. So we have a total of 10 opportunities. I call it 10X. We got our 10X, for those that are Grant Cardone fans like I am, we have our 10X seminar system, which basically allows you to connect with people all over the world, regardless of their time zone. It allows you to build a global organization. So if you know somebody in India, they're going to jump on the 8:30 a.m. call Eastern time. The reason why is because that's 7 o'clock p.m. Delhi time, just so you know. And for those that don't know how to do time conversion, simply Google it. It's really easy, okay? Just say what time, Atlanta time in Delhi, India, and it'll tell you. It's pretty easy, okay? So you can Google that. But Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 8:30 a.m., 1 p.m., and 10 p.m., we have this same presentation that goes on. That way you all can collapse time frames. How many of y'all have ever been in an opportunity where they only have like 1 or 2 meetings per week and you have to wait until the next Tuesday or Thursday to introduce your friends or family or whatever? We don't do that. We've got 10 times a week because we want to get 10 times more done in a year than the average person does. So for the people that are new on board, we want you to know that you can plug into our system. You don't have to create it. Harry, if you're brand new, you don't have to do any presentations. Michael, if you're driving down the road, it's kind of tough to give a PowerPoint. You can just point somebody to what we're doing. And, with this system, it just works. We've built a global organization in 9 different countries now. Probably our collective team's over 10,000 people worldwide, which is pretty cool. We talk to people mainly about, hey, just join the cryptocurrency conversation. We're not here to sell you anything. We want you to buy, okay? There's a big difference, okay? We want you to buy because you're so dang excited about what we're doing. You're like, I want to be involved in this. We're really in the sorting business right now. We're not in the convincing business. If you don't get this, if you don't realize this is the next form of payments, come back for another presentation. Maybe I missed something. Maybe you didn't hear. Maybe the phone rang while I said something magical. But education, we believe, creates the awareness. Awareness allows you to see the opportunity. But you know what? Unless you take massive action, you'll never seize the opportunity. And there's a big difference between seeing an opportunity and seizing an opportunity. And that difference is the difference between massive mediocrity and massive success. And so we're big on action takers and people that don't need their hand held, or they don't need babysitting calls or anything like that. We're looking for people that are like, you know what? 99% of the world does not know about this. I want to be one of the pioneers. Like Miriam said, she is a pioneer, okay? That means she's in before even the 20% know about it. I mean, once we hit 20% adoption, folks, the other 80% is going to come very, very quickly. And so, as you all can see, I've added a new slide to the presentation. So if you have the slide deck presentation, I'll put the link in the chat so you all can have it. But a simple 3-step system. We introduce people to the Future of Payments video, which is about OneLife.com. Then we invite them to come to one of these webinars. And then, of course, we get on an orientation call and talk to them about purchasing. We want you to buy, remember? If you don't want to buy, that's up to you. We're not here to sell you. We're here to show you what this amazing opportunity is. A lot of people say, well, Tom, what's your business? What do you do for a living? Besides sit around in gym shorts and a nice shirt and my Birkenstocks on, doing presentations 10 times a week in the comfort of my own home with my dogs by me and my family here, okay? That's what I like, okay? And right here, you can't see it, it's too bright out there, with a 15-acre lake behind me where I can go fishing anytime I want. That, to me, if I could just get my Wi-Fi to work out my lake, I'd be really stoked because my mobile phones don't work on my farm. But anyway, our business is marketing education on new currency, the next form of payments, okay? We show people how to create and mine new currency, which is one of the greatest wealth building opportunities on earth. We introduce merchants to new currency. Like Miriam said, at the end of December, we have another income opportunity, and that will be introducing merchants to taking our mobile app and putting their businesses online, which is going to be very, very cool. Could you imagine, okay, think about this. You've got 10 million people, and all of a sudden they introduce an app where you all can provide products to that 10 million person audience. You know, it's kind of like all of a sudden you're plugged into a community, but they have their own currency, and people are willing to spend that currency with you. Pretty cool. We are also educators, investors, and advocates of new currency. And you know what we really want to do? We want to show you how you can live where you want to live how you want to live, and create wealth doing it. We want to give you freedom. We want to give you time freedom. We want to show you how to create wealth. We got a great product. I mean, Amazon's in it, PayPal's in it, Microsoft's in it. I think we got a good product, okay? We're in digital currency. The biggest players in the world are in digital currency. The billionaires are in digital currency. We have a good product, okay? It's not the next best skin cream or the next milkshake that's going to make you lose 50 pounds before the end of January. It's nothing like that. It's a product that's going to make your retirement easier. It's something that'll really help you out. But I'm excited about it. Let me jump back and talk to a couple more people. I've got a couple leaders on here that I want to say hello to. I know I want to say hello to Adele up there, Soaring Eagle, real quick. How are you?
I'm doing great. Do I need to unmute?
No, you're good. I got you unmuted.
Great.
But,
Thank you.
Awesome to have you online. Adele is one of our leaders up in Seattle. And
hi, everyone.
we're going to be conducting a meeting in Seattle on the 26th, and I know the details on that. So, like, Harry, if you know somebody in Seattle, you can send them to this meeting, and they will be well taken care of and get to see a great presentation. But we'll be doing Seattle. I go to actually Sweden on the 11th to the 16th. I come back. And then I go to Seattle, and then we go to Washington, or we go to Colorado Springs on the 28th. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But it's great having you up there, and I look forward to meeting you in person. We see each other on the Zoom. But tell me about your experience with digital currency. Number one, what's your background, and what's your experience been with digital currency? How did you get into it? What things helped you? What things would you tell people to avoid doing?
Great. First and foremost, I've been a business owner for the last 20 years of my own business and trying to make that run and have it be profitable. And one of the things that I've always said to other entrepreneurs is you've got to keep your mind open to opportunity. Because if you don't, your business, if you're not, I'm trying to figure a great way to say this. If you're not keeping your mind open, then your business is going to slowly die.
Yeah.
Just in my own business, that's how that works. And so over the 20 years, I've always been looking for different ways to stay fresh and bring something new to the customer base and bring new customers in. Well, I can't tell you how excited I am about digital currency and what it's doing for the masses. And I, as a business, want to be in the forefront of being one of those merchants who are doing things that are not only new and fresh, but they are important keys for educating my customer base. And I feel so excited about being able to share that with them because they've given me so much over the last 20 years. So this is a way of me giving back to my customer. Just for starters, how I got started with cryptocurrencies, I have a good friend of mine who was a currency trader and taught many people in currency trading. I was looking to get involved in that. And it was so funny because the timing was so perfect that this came along, and I was recommended to learn about this instead of doing currency trading currently. And I am so thrilled that they shared this with me because it's making such a huge difference for my life and for my retirement. So I'm so thrilled.
Mining's a little less stressful than technical analysis and watching trend lines and watching the stocks go up and down, isn't it?
Yes, for sure.
That's very good. And so the idea of you having a community of 10 million people that you can create a mobile app and let everybody know that you know, that I don't know what your business is. Maybe you turn lemons into lemonade. I don't know. I see the lemons.
Kind of.
Yeah. I see the lemons up there. Or you like turning lemons into lemonade franchises. That's what I like to say. That's the glasses overflowing person. But the idea of just by simply having a mobile app and letting a global community of 10 million people know that you are willing to accept, say, 20% of the payment in OneCoin and the other 80% in government-issued currency, that's going to be, I think about it, so much better than just offering a discount. I mean, how do companies encourage us to spend money today? They give us discounts. What if Amazon came to us and said, well, instead of giving you a 15% discount for using Bitcoin, we'll just be willing to accept 15% of whatever you buy on Amazon in OneCoin. Wouldn't that be better for Amazon? They'd actually be getting something of value, and it just makes a lot of sense to me. So it's great having you online. Looking forward to seeing you on the 26th. And anything, I don't know, any other helpful tips you would give people to get started?
You know, I've always said to everyone who wants to become more, is to always, first of all, be open, have an open heart. If somebody's sharing something with you, at least look into it, do your homework. And I mean appropriate due diligence. That does not mean a Google search, by the way.
Right.
But doing proper due diligence you have no idea what somebody is sharing with you, and it may be the very key for you to having such a different life that you've been asking for such a long time. So when somebody is really bringing something, they're sharing it with you because they care about you.
Yeah.
So take it to heart. Don't just brush it off. This is such a huge, huge disruption, and it is making such a difference for so many individuals. So I suggest for everyone who's maybe looking at this for the first time, have an open heart, go do your homework, come to these Zoomcast calls, because this is amazing. The more you learn, the more excited you're going to get, because it totally makes sense. We're a part of the future. OneCoin is a part of our future. And if you want to participate now, you're talking about being able to get it at a discount, and it's only going to go up from here. And the education that you receive is absolutely incredible. And it's the smartest thing that you can do for yourself and your family is to get educated.
That's
so with that.
Hey, by the way, Adele is somebody who told me she was camera shy the first time I talked to her. I said, I don't believe it. I'm bringing you on. And I brought her on today. Thank you for sharing your story, and that everything that you said, I'm sure, resonates with everybody. You do have to have an open mind. You do have to have an open heart. I think people are kind of hardened to opportunities. But when they realize that people like Don Tapscott, who wrote the first best-selling book on the internet, says this will be the largest technological revolution of your lifetime, I think, this guy's considered to be one of the fourth most intelligent people in innovation in the world. And so I think it's important that we all say, okay, well, what if the next internet came up? What if I could take you all back to 1991, knowing what you know about the internet today? How many of y'all would invest differently? Yeah, I know I would. So, Adele, thanks for being on. We appreciate you sharing your wisdom.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you on the 26th.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You bet. Bye.
So I'm going to jump over to Jack Palis. Say hello to Super Jack. What's going on, Jack?
How you doing? Happy New Year, Evolution.
I know, man. I'm excited. Did your football team win this week?
That was great what Adele just said. We talk about having an open mind, but having an open heart. Our minds get in our way so often.
Yeah.
And if you just follow your intuition and really, cut through the chatter, I think I'm going to go with that. Have an open heart.
Yeah, I like it. Jack, I'm going to have you talk about really the three divisions of the company, if you wouldn't mind, and just kind of let people know how you have interacted with these three divisions of our company and how they've helped you. So I'm going to go to screen share real quick and jump off right there on OneLife. So let people know.
I would have shaved if I had known.
Oh, you don't have to shave. That's one of the rules here. We are that's not politically correct. You don't have to shave. So
great. All right. Yeah. So OneLife is the main division of our company, and it is the community. It's for those of you who are guests. It's what you're hearing from the people who are sharing. It's people all over the world that are embracing education, financial education, and really being advocates and educators around digital currency. We have some other products in addition to what Tom mentioned, but this is really the OneLife community is what drives everything here.
OneLife's kind of like our Facebook. It's I like to call it a social networking community, but it's like, kind of envision we are an AARP. We've got this huge division of people that are looking for a benefit of something, and the benefit, of course, is of this product right here. I'll shut up.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're the worldwide association of rich people.
Yeah,
WARP.
I know.
OneCoin is the cryptocurrency that we're involved in, and that we're actually, as miners, as people who get involved in the OneLife Network and participate in buying the educational packages, we get the opportunity to mine cryptocurrency, and we're literally building out the ecosystem. We're generating the currency. We're building the community of users. We're soon going to be building the community of merchants. and it's an exciting time to be involved in this industry. And OneCoin has the latest and greatest. I like to say they've simplified it. They've made it more secure, more stable, and more sustainable for the future. They're really building out a currency that can be used. The mobile app builder is a product that was released this past fall for merchants to use as a way to reach more customers, reach new customers, stay in touch with those customers, retain business, grow business, and it's a totally simple format to build their own app the way they want it to work for their business. So it's totally customizable for any business to use. One Academy is what you talked about earlier. The platform for our e-learning, and right now it's financial products. I always wonder, what other educational products might there be down the road, part of our One Academy. So you mentioned that the OneLife Network is kind of like our Facebook. OneCoin is our cryptocurrency. It's almost like our PayPal. And then this is, there's a lot of online educational platforms. There's one called edX that I looked up. And we offer financial education packages that are beyond, I think, what's available currently on e-learning platforms currently.
Yeah. I remember hearing a long time ago, like 20 years ago, they just said that, you constantly got to keep resharpening your saw or resharpening your axe, and you've got to stay current. And I think that the current aspect of this education, folks, so many people go to school and they don't teach anything about finance. And I'd say probably the greatest education I got from finance was probably from Robert Kiyosaki. I almost think Robert Kiyosaki's course should be mandatory learning, or Tony Robbins' new book on finance, which I think Digna gave me that book. But I've been working on that book over the holidays. But, if you're ever going to become a millionaire, how many people want to become a millionaire and they don't know anything about finance? It's like, good luck. It's like learning how to fly an airplane and not having a pilot's license. It's like, I don't know if that's going to work, but I want to fly with you. But anyway, Jack.
But it's great. But it's great. I mean, we had a social network platform like Facebook. We've got a payment platform like PayPal. We've got an educational platform. We're gonna have a merchant platform that'll be better than a Groupon. So you take all those companies and roll them into one: Facebook, PayPal, Groupon, online education, and we're all that rolled into one. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, no, I like it. I'm going to put that model, the OneCoin model chart on here. I meant to do that today, so you all can kind of see that model. But Jack, what are some of the goals? What are your plans for 2017 to build your business out? I know that you're actively involved in looking for people that want to become highly paid educators. And that's the bottom line, folks. We're looking for people that want to learn, become teachers, and become highly paid teachers. I don't know how to put it any more simple to you. And we're going to have you participate in one of the fastest growing industries in the world. The fintech industry, folks, is the place to be. And I had a friend that said, if you want to make a lot of money, get in the money business. And that just kind of makes sense to me. But Jack, what are the plans for this year? What are your plans to build a large global base of educators around the world over the next 12 months?
It's really following the system, sharing this information with people, having conversations with people. First of all, I don't come from a network marketing background. I'm a corporate guy for 35 years, and so this, the social networking aspect of this is new to me, and I posted a lot of stuff, and I'll continue to post a lot online. But you think people aren't watching. They're watching. I've found out in the last few weeks as I've started to reach out to more friends and people that I haven't talked to in a while. And I mentioned something, I want to share something with them, and they say, hey, is that digital currency thing I keep seeing, and they've never liked anything on it I've posted. They've never commented, or they've never reached out to me, but they're watching, and people are looking for something. So it's really, it's a people business, and it's just reaching out, and it's using the system, sharing the videos, inviting them to the Zoomcast, and then getting them free login credentials so they can log into the pages for each of those divisions, and start exploring the back office, and then help them pick an education package to get started.
Very good. And I know you did your goals. I want to congratulate Jack. He laminated them. They're in his shower. I saw his. I
took them out of the shower.
There you go. I saw his and her sponge too. But it's really great. We have a goal setting room, and for those that have not set your goals for 2017, I think it's pretty straightforward that if you don't have a target, there's no way you're going to hit it. And if you don't have goals, you're probably working to build somebody else's goals. That alone should get you to sit down for a couple hours and kind of decide maybe 10 goals for the year. And I've included the goal setting room link in the chat. So if you want to request access to it, our videos are in there. We did a couple Zoomcast over the holidays to get, to sharpen their saw. What would you say about that exercise, Jack? Have you ever done anything like that?
That was great exercise. I've done a lot of different goal setting type exercises and training. There's a system that I follow on an ongoing basis, but that was a great exercise. I got the page of goals. I've got my my yearly dream statement, and I was on another call this morning. And they just talked about goals, and everybody's doing that this time of year. And I really did away with resolutions. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
If you don't break down the tasks of losing that 50 pounds, a lot of people will say, I'm going to lose 50 pounds, and they don't break down the tasks. And I noticed that under each goal, you've got your tasks listed under each goal.
Exactly. So the other thing is, and I've talked about this before, and you talk about your dream of owning a sailboat and sailing around the world, and you have it so nailed down, you can feel it. And however anybody's going to go about developing their goals for the year, we're always going for some feeling. And that's why I say, if your why doesn't make you cry, then it's just a wish. It doesn't have to make you cry, but if you get emotional about thinking about what you want to achieve, then you've tapped into why you want it. And you went through a great exercise. Why? You ask like 7 times, and you start to get down to why somebody wants to retire from their corporate job, or why they want to sail around the world. And so as you put together your goals and for this year, think about if you achieve those goals, how will you feel? And if you can get in touch with that feeling, that'll drive the tasks, and you'll nail it.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for being online, and I look forward to building a huge empire with you this year, which I know we're going to. Just in the next 100 days is going to be absolutely. So great having you online. Thanks for sharing your experience, Jack.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. Thanks for everything.
Very good. So now let me go to back to the screen share real quick, and we'll wrap it up here. The next step, you've heard from some people that have, really expressed some genuine thoughts about digital currency. We're not filling in all the details for you today. This is just the beginning of your journey, but we want you to know that there are packages that if you're willing to get in and give this a shot and earn while you learn, or learn while you earn, either way, you can do it either way. But you can come in at 110 euros and you can go all the way up to 30,000 euros. I was just chatting with one of my guys that's online that's buying $50,000 worth of Bitcoin today. There's different people that are they're building portfolios of digital currency and creating wealth that way. But Jack, you'll mute yourself out. But let me show you just a chart real quick to understand mining a little bit. And I've updated this chart for those that wanted to know. I did have a little bit of free time this holiday to present, to get this thing updated for you all. But this chart is for educational purposes only. Prices are subject to change. See official website for details. There's my legal disclaimer, okay? But when we look at, say, mining, mining are the investment bankers of cryptocurrency. Our role is to bring the currency into circulation so it can be used, okay? So we are in a kind of an early adopter role. Of course, that's where the most risk is because a company's got to gain momentum for it to work. We have momentum, 2.9 million members growing by 150,000 people a month in 190 countries. We've got momentum, okay? So that's not an issue. Miners, once we get the coins, we have three options. We can spend, save, or sell the cryptocurrency, okay? And in some cases, there are trading restrictions. You can't sell it all right away. There are some limitations on liquidity. So don't come in thinking you can mine coins for 47 cents and the next day turn around and sell them for $8. That would be one heck of a wealth building program right there. But it doesn't quite work that way yet. We've got to give time for the market to mature, the turnover to happen, people to start trusting the coin, all of the technology to work. And again, this whole community is built around a huge amount of trust of people that trust that not only the technology, but they trust the the accounting because it is a public blockchain, which kind of inherently creates trust. But miners get the currency at a deep discount because they accept the early adopter risk. And I will tell you that mining is the #1 wealth building opportunity of the next decade. When you can go out and you can take $1,200 and you can purchase an educational package that you're going to get a lot of value out of, and you get some mining credits that come along with it, 10,000 mining credits with a 2-for-1 split, which we have a split coming up, by the way, probably in the next 5 to 10 days, your credits will double. And let's say you have 20,000 credits divided by 79, you'll get 253 coins. Well, you're getting the coins for almost 50% off, okay? You're getting them for $4.74 approximately. I call that the average price per coin. That's a really great deal, folks. I don't know if any of you all like the idea of getting 5-pound notes for or 10-pound notes for £5 or $5 or $10 bills for $5. Anybody up for that kind of program? Okay. Anytime you get involved in an early stage company, you tend to get the shares or the stock or the value at a better price than everybody else, right? Okay. So we're 2 years old. Bitcoin is 7 years old. Bitcoin really doesn't have a mining opportunity anymore, not one you can do individually by yourself. You can partner with large corporations and give them your money to do it for you. But with this, you can participate as an individual in mining and take advantage of one of the greatest opportunities on earth. When you see how much wealth Bitcoin has created and you sit back on your hands and don't do this, I simply I don't understand that. I mean, it's just like, wow, we've got the next Amazon of the internet industry right here in front of you. This company's done $1 billion in revenue faster than Amazon, faster than YouTube, faster than Microsoft, faster than Apple, faster than every company you can name, by the way. So A through Z, faster than A through Z, all the companies in the world, this company's done it faster than every single company in the world. And I don't know what else to tell you, except for the billionaires are investing in the space. The biggest players in the world are participating, like Microsoft and PayPal. And we have the #1 company in the world right now. And I just see people sitting back going, nah, it can't be real. And I remember my stockbroker telling me Amazon wasn't real. He said it would never turn a profit. He said it would be out of business before 2000. That cost me about $6 million. Listen to that moron. But anyway, looking back at mining, folks, mining is something that you want to learn. It's as simple as putting some digits in a box and hitting submit. So if you have skills that allow you to buy something online, you're already overqualified for our business, just so you know, okay? So 4 ways to get paid in our business. Obviously, we have packages ranging from 110 euros up to 30,000 euros. We do earn money marketing those packages. You get a 10% fast start bonus in the first 30 days. We have a 10% personal referral bonus where you can earn 10%. Say, let's say you sell I've got a premium going in today that was $14,000. So I make 10% on that. But then I also, it's part of my network bonus as well. So I make an additional 20%. So on some of these packages, you can earn up to 20% up front, which is really nice. When you can make a $3,000 to $4,000 commission for the week just marketing one package. Okay. We also get a matching bonus. Let's say I bring in Gary, and Gary he makes $1,000 for the week. Okay, I'm going to make 10% bonus on whatever he made, so I'm going to make 1,000 euros or 100 euros. And then Gary brings in, let's say Michael, and Michael makes a couple thousand for the week. I'm going to make 10% on whatever Michael makes. And then Michael brings in Adele, and let's say Adele, she makes 3,000 for the week or something like that. I make 20% of whatever Adele makes, and then Adele brings in Sherry, okay, and Sherry gets a big checks every week. Sherry, I make 25% off of her. I don't even know who Sherry is. Okay, let's pretend. I may not even know who Adele is. Okay, and but I make 25% on whatever Sherry makes, and if she has a $12,000 week, I make 25% of that $12,000. Okay, so I get bonus on the success that people that are having marketing and building sales organizations. And so that's why we run a system, folks, because, and that's why you see people like Jack and Adele and people participating and helping us describe what we're doing, because this is a community effort. It's a family. We have a leadership team, and we want you to be part of it. We want you to step up, and if you want to contribute to the presentation, I'd love to see a day where there's 5 or 6 of us giving this presentation over the hour and breaking it up. And that's one thing I'm going to be working through for in this next 100 days, is just making sure that when people come here, they're hearing from 6, 7, 8 people when they're involved. Our compensation plan, folks, best in the industry. We got 4 steps to getting started: get educated, get experienced, get engaged, and get wealthy with us. Okay. Very simply, to get involved, all you have to do is enroll with OneLife for free and select your educational package, get your mining credits. You can begin your One Academy certification, share that 16-minute video, and commit to being on the Zoom webinars. You'll learn a lot here because you hear different advice from people all the time. And it's just such an exciting space to be in, folks, and just really excited to be able to share our presentation with you. But I feel, I want everybody to win. And I can tell you that the only way you're going to win is if you show up for practice and if you show up with every teammates and contribute to the team. Okay. And I have this little thing, and I share this with everybody. But let me go to my camera real quick. Jack's sitting there going, "Tom, get the camera on me, dude." But I have this little thing that I do, and I'll give you all a little tip. I have every cycle, I do 100-day cycles for my sales, okay? And so I have these little things I picked up at antique stores. This one has 100 quarters in it, okay? And over the next 100 days, I've got one person on today, a new person that's on. I take a quarter out, and I put it in the other one, okay? And you want to talk about a great activity. There's probably something psychological about it. I'm not a psychologist, but I'm sure there's something is. But there's something about moving money, okay? There's something about seeing your progress and watching this drawer get empty and this one filling up, And I tell everybody in our business, we don't know who's got a heart. We don't know who's got motivation. We don't know who's got ambition. We don't know who's hungry. We hear lots of stories. We hear lots of people talk big game, but when it comes down to it, it's the person who can do the monotonous activity of finding people that have problems and showing them that we have solutions. And our solutions are digital currency. Our solution is equally a system that will allow all of you to build a business no matter where you are in the world. We have people from 9 different countries on this webinar right now. 9 countries, okay? Who would have ever thought some kid from Palmetto, Georgia could build an organization all around the world that's 3 times larger than the entire number of population that live in my county, okay? From an internet connection, which you all know is horrible because I live on a 300-acre farm in the middle of nowhere and a squirrel runs across my phone line and my internet goes down. But I want every one of you to know there are no excuses. We are looking for people that are scared to death of mediocrity. We are looking for people that are motivated to make a difference. We are looking for people that want to go dig water wells in Africa. We are looking for people that want to go to Indonesia and help the hungry. We are looking for people that want to help the homeless and the vets in the United States of America. You know, we are looking for people that want to travel to different places and teach people how to do business. And the only way you're going to be able to afford to do that is by having a business that creates enough wealth for you and enough freedom that allows you to do that. And I just tell everybody, we've got it, okay? It's not skin creams. It's not lotions and potions. It's not water filters. Our business does not constrict you to your home. It gives you the freedom to be anywhere in the world there's an internet connection and have access to creating wealth globally. And furthermore, we've got a powerful mission helping the 3 billion people around the world that are unbanked and disenfranchised by the banking industry. You know what? We're also helping. We've got a gigantic dilemma in the United States alone with the number of baby boomers that are heading into retirement that have less than $1,000 saved to their name. Like 33% will run out of retirement money before their retirement does. And they are going to be very poor. They're going to be indigent. I mean, they're going to be in bad shape because there's going to be some major changes, I think, coming in our country, just in the USA, that's going to affect a lot of people. And I don't think Europe's far behind us, you know? And so I'm just super, super excited to be here with you. I look forward to seeing you tonight at 10 p.m. tonight. I hope you're jacked up enough and excited enough to go out and tell somebody about this and start the penny that gets a penny that gets a penny that gets a penny, folks. Okay? You got 1 penny in the jar today if you got somebody on new. Try and get them to get somebody on new, and you get somebody else and move 2 more pennies tonight into your jar. Okay? And let's just find the people who want it and build a global organization around the world and use this technology that allows us to grow exponentially. We're not growing linearly here, folks. You have the ability to grow exponentially with this very powerful system. And I'm just excited to be a part of it and look forward to growing some awesome leaders and having a lot of you. And we really did in the last 90 days. Some of you, Jack and Lucille and Patrick, and I mean, we've got a lot of great leaders that stepped up. Janet, I want to thank all of you that stepped up. Let's multiply that times 4, and let's have 16 leaders that can do this presentation so you all can hear from many voices around the world about this exciting opportunity. So everyone, have a great day. Thanks for being online. This will be uploaded to the YouTube channel today. My internet here is a little bit slower, so it might be by tonight. But coinlifestyle.tv has the recordings on it. And tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be back with a vengeance, ready to talk more about digital currency. Have a great day, everyone. I'll unmute you so you can say goodbye. Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Some fine.
Thanks, everyone.
Everybody, thank you again, Tom. Appreciate you.
Tom and everybody.
Crush mediocrity.
See you guys tonight.
I put the presentation link in the chat. I'll leave it up for just a couple minutes. So if y'all want that presentation, the link is in the chat. And if you hit the more button next to the chat, you can just download the whole chat because there were a bunch of links shared in there. And that'll give you access to everything that was on there. Leo Shea, it was great seeing you. See you tonight, babe. Have a great night, everyone. Get that link. Take care. We'll see you tonight at 10 p.m. Let's break 100 tonight. Let's start growing this thing and get it up into the 400s. That's going to be a lot of fun. Take care, everyone.